Hi, and welcome back for another Sunday gently guided meditation. And when I say gently guided, I provide very little instructions, so you have plenty of time for your own inner discoveries. And for today's talk, I'm going to keep it really, really simple, essentially touching on the importance of presence even while meditating. And I'm speaking into this topic from my own personal experience with dissociation. I was someone who had a lot of stress and anxiety in my vessel, which meant that it was difficult for me to be fully present in my body due to the stress and the anxiety. So I had a tendency to dissociate, like keeping my mind engaged at all times. So I would, yeah, distract myself from feeling all of this stress and this anxiety. Also, that translated into my meditation practice where I could actually sit down and yes, I could quiet my mind, but I was not necessarily fully inside of my body while I was meditating. And that can create issues down the road in a way of you think you're meditating, but really you're not having the full experience of it. And it's still another way it's another coping mechanism. So to bring awareness to that today, and this is why when I do the gently guided meditation, you often see that at first I do a body scan, right? Starting with the feet, the ankles, and go up. And I feel, well, I've practiced with time to actually be present in my vessel, even if it's uncomfortable. So my journey with that essentially would be to, okay, I'm gonna sit down and while I meditate, I'm gonna make sure I'm going to pay attention and bring awareness from the top of my crown to the tip of my toe, even if it's uncomfortable for me to do so. And what I've noticed is I could actually calm down the energies with meditation a little bit. So if you think of your physical vessel as a haunted house, right? It's just really, really uncomfortable to be in it. And then you can clean it a little bit, right? So you can kind of clear a few ghosts. So it's still uncomfortable, but not as uncomfortable. So eventually, what I would happen for me is I would meditate, even if it was uncomfortable. I would bring the energies down a little bit, and then I would go back into my dissociative disorder, if you say. And when I felt that I was to give myself a break, and when I felt ready, I would, oh, thank you. Much love to you as well. So, what would happen is eventually, my haunted house became a little less haunted, and I could stay present inside of my vessel for longer periods of time. It was still uncomfortable, but more manageable. And so, with each meditation, calming down the energies meant that my day to day life was also more manageable. Because if you think of experiencing so much stress and anxiety that even doing dishes or taking a shower can be very triggering just because it commands presence, right? Just the aspect of being present in a physical vessel can be challenging sometimes. So I found that meditation really helped, but it had to be an embodied meditation where I actually allowed myself to feel fully whatever was there. So yes, eventually I cleared a haunted house and now my life is it's actually pleasurable for me to be inside of this vessel. And something that I would like you to take away for today is if meditation feels very uncomfortable for you and you're like, wow, like I'm really struggling with being present in this vessel, don't give up hope. Just do what's manageable for you, whether it's 2 minutes every day, but it's at least that to be familiarize yourself with the concept of being comfortable with the uncomfortable. and just dip your toes and then come out. But with process and awareness and with time, eventually these energies do calm down and it becomes a beautiful experience to just be fully present with what is. So, this is I guess, what we're heading into with today's meditation. And I guess we're not alone. I have a kitty cat that wants to join. So, he loves to crawl on my lap when I meditate, and I always welcome him. I found it peaceful. But yes, so before we start, if you're not already done so, I invite you to sit in a comfortable seated position. So whether you're sitting cross-legged on the floor with or without a cat on your laps, making sure the spine is straight without forcing it, we just want to rest the spine gently. And perhaps a chair is a more comfortable for you to sit on. So you can also sit on the chair. Just make sure that your feet are flat on the ground. And again, that your spine is nice in a relaxed, straight position. Your hands can be resting on your knees, either palms up or palms down, or perhaps you just want to cross them on your lap like this, resting gently. Your eyes can be open or closed. You get to decide what works best for you. So now that you're positioned in a nice environment, perhaps your environment is not quiet, and that's okay. And just allowing ourselves for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes or so to allow ourselves to let the outside world be outside so we can just bring back our attention and our awareness into our inside. Noticing how we are feeling in this sitting position and just taking a few breaths here to pay attention as to how we are feeling in our body. Allowing ourselves to quiet our mind and just experience pure presence, bringing our awareness back inside of our bodies, starting with our toes, our feet, our ankles, our calves, and our knees, our legs, our hips, our lower back, moving up the spine, paying attention to our organs and our muscles. If we feel any tension, see if we can just exhale and relax them. Moving up to our heart, noticing how we feel in that space and just observing without judgments. Moving to our shoulders and the tips of our fingers and our hands, our wrists, our forearms and our elbows and our arms. Just noticing how they feel resting on our legs. Going back to our shoulders and our throat and our face. allowing our face to just relax, and our head and our neck to just relax, allowing our shoulders just naturally fall, and bringing our awareness into our breathing, falling and rising, and if we're still catching ourselves thinking, and just deconstruct these thoughts and allowing to fall down the bottom of our spine, just re-guide the energies with every inhale and exhale up and down our spine. Inhale, bringing energies all the way down our spine. Exhale, releasing energy up our spine. Inhale, breathing energy all the way down our spine. Exhale, releasing energy all the way up our spine. Allowing our physical body to relax with every exhale, and allowing our mind to just relax. We can finally just be present in our physical body. If you catch yourself thinking, just allowing to relax your mind, we'll go back to feeling, sensing in your body with every breath coming in and out naturally. Remember to keep the shoulders relaxed. Energy can move in and out of our body freely. Every inhale and exhale, And once more, if you catch yourself thinking, let go of judgment, of analyzing, just bring the awareness back to your breath, back to your feeling and sensing inside of your body. And gently bring back your awareness to your feet, your breath, your body, the sounds that are present in the room. Wiggling your toes and your fingers if you need to. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you next weekend and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you.